being.
John, let me say you are in a situation where your girl is insulting you. I know you guys have short tempers and all that. And it gets to a point where...
Let me ask something, Jen. If you had a girlfriend
physically beating you, what will be your reaction?
No. Check me, the type of people that I date, I will not say... Okay, let me just say they are not capable of...
Let's
assume.
Okay, it's just a scenario again. Like, okay, I'm in a toxic relationship where I'm being abused by my girlfriend.
Basically.
What's your first step?
I feel like
hit back?
It depends the type of person I am. Like in my case, like I'm not a type of person that likes arguing. You get aggressive with me, I leave.
That's great.
Oh guys, now
like,
I'm emotional.
No, check me. Honestly, even if not only in a relationship, but then even if it's my family member or my mom comes, and then she accidentally or just out of the blue she comes arguing or something. Yeah, even if it's my dad, he's drunk, he comes and argue with me. I'll probably leave.
Don't confuse things. An argument is not the same as GBV.
But then I feel like an argument it also contributes to it. So I'm actually someone that likes avoiding things before we
reach to the part of being abused.
So that's why I don't think
So your advice to other males is that they should walk away?
Yeah. So check me. And sometimes also, I feel like girls get beaten up because they start provoking the guys.
No.
Honestly.
A man could just come out of nowhere, especially if you're drunk. You could just come home and hit a girl.
Do you know what girls do in an argument? It starts off very, very small, Okay, the guy cheated or the guy did, but
and you want the girl to be comfortable with
And then how do you provoke the guy in this case?
We start arguing. I get it. And then it reaches to a point where we start exchanging bad words and whatnot. You know what girls do? They will just start with your mother. And we guys, we are people that love our moms a lot. I will not listen to a girl, comparing to my mom or insulting my mom, and then you get beaten up. And then
you beat a girl because they mentioned your mother?
No, I'll not beat. But then
exactly.
I will not take
walk
that
away.
Yeah, that's why I say which I walk away.
So there's no way girls provoke guys.
Can we focus on the family towards now? With the relationships.
Family.
Never finished.
Yeah, what about the
Because
family?
we are trying to include everyone. Not everyone is
all
in a relationship.
In this,
Some people are being abused, but not by their spouse, not by their loved ones. Okay, they are loved ones, but then the family members. Yeah. So maybe any scenario, maybe any current status quo, something that has just happened.
I feel like what causes also guys, it's also the upbringing, when they were raised or how they were raised by their parents.
Facts.
So I feel like if I was a good boy, raised by my parents, that no girls, but you do not beat a girl. That's how I was brought up. That's what I was told by my parents. No, you don't beat a girl. So if I have that mentality and I grew up with that mentality, obviously, but then there are some people that were raised good, but then they actually changed along the way,
And then there are some kids who just grew up from backgrounds where there was GBV. Maybe the dad used to be the mom or the mom used
but
to
I
be
don't
the
think they should still justify that they should continue beating up people because they were beaten up in the past.
You don't choose. Sometimes your mental health becomes distorted.
They are not mentally okay because they suffered, childhood.
Those people have therapy around
still
them.
Damaged inside you.
No.
I'm telling you, there's a case where there are neighbors and then there's your mom being beaten by your dad, but then the neighbors are just walking by because it became a normal thing.
It became a normal thing.
No,
you never went through with it.
You can't tell me, what example could I use? You can't tell me just because your parents are stingy, so you also as a friend, as a brother,
it's not by choice.
You become stingy.
It's not by choice.
Let me tell you. Education starts at home. You know that?
Yes, I do.
So if you are a parent, you live with your husband, and then you have a kid. That kid does everything. Like let me say you do something in the house, and then you go out.
In short,
immediately,
yeah,
they imitate the parents. So if the mom is beating up the because the dad is beating up the mom
until a certain age, because they are still going out in the society.
No
let me give my point, guys. Let me give my point. What I was saying, they learn by their from their parents. So once a kid, let me say a kid experiences that at home, like the dad is beating up the mom each and everything, and it's a normal thing because that woman never stands up, never reports, never doesn't stand up for herself. So that kid will be like, no, it's fine, like it's fine for a guy to beat a girl because my mom also does that to my mom. Because my dad also, yeah. So now that child grow up like at school, the kid will be bullying girls, will be bullying everyone
until a certain age.
How do you change?
Okay, listen, guys. I have a friend. He's a guy. It's a guy, right? He has parents. His parents still this date. They still fight. They are still going through all that. And this guy was a bully, like terrorist bully since primary, until he got to grade 7. In grade 7, we had this, what do you call them? These people that come to schools and all that.
Maybe life coach or counselors.
Such people. So they put us through these life lessons. Okay? Didn't change him that much, but then at some point he has people like us, okay? And he has teachers and all that. You can't tell me you have a very bad upbringing and no one else around you sees that.
The reason
this guy
is not because of the grade, it's because of you guys and the counselors, not because of grade 7.
And these people do not even visit.
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm not done, guys. So this guy, he has changed, bruh. He will tell you that there's no way you can tell me you beat up people because your people at home beat each other. Bruh, it's not about that. You can change that.
Not everyone can change. Exactly.
Because they don't want to.
Exactly. So, like, let me just also the background when you grow up.
How you cannot come beat me and say your parents beat each other.
Guys, check me.
He's not gonna use that as a reason.
Maybe we should.
Sometimes I not even know that he's being influenced by the background or by the upbringing.
But
also
people around
do you know where?
Unless people that are around you don't give a fuck about your parents.
But then, do you know where most of these cases happen? It happens in specific regions, specific towns. Have you heard of, let me say, gender-based violence? Let me say, in Opo. Have you heard of it?
There should be.
There is gender-based violence everywhere.
And then there's types of places where it happens the most.
Yeah.
And it's, go.
What is in these places that is not in the other places?
The upbringing. Because let me say, you grew up in like, let me say, okay, let's just
also
be
the
honest.
awareness.
Let's just be honest. Let's speak about facts. You grew up in a ghetto with your mom, your dad, your sister, your uncle, and what that. Like everyone stays in one single ghetto.
So I think we should refer to it as an environment instead
exactly your neighborhood. So when your mom and your dad are having a small argument, you are there. Like there is nothing of.
And you go out there.
There's no privacy.
There's no privacy.
To maybe go into a certain room and discuss.
Like, and then there's someone that stays in like Hanover Extension 11 with a beautiful house with a lot of rooms, and then the husband.
But do these people not know that whatever is happening at home is wrong? Do they know or they don't know?
Which people? The kids.
How?
If my mom is doing it, then it's not wrong. In my eyes, it's not wrong. Even if it's wrong, it's possible. So it's being done. It's nothing. There's no consequences. Today, daddy is beating mommy, and tomorrow we are still eating dinner
but
together.
But they still know it's wrong, right?
How?
Not always.
Come on,
to a point where
you only learn that something is wrong once someone tells you this is wrong.
What if there are consequences?
These kids are going to schools, guys.
Not everyone goes to school.
They are playing with their neighbors.
Not everyone goes to school. That's the whole thing. Not everyone reached high school. I have friends that dropped out of secondary, like no.
The fact that they have friends and have a surrounding. People,
wait.
if I see
where did you grow up?
Andawa.
Exactly. I grew up. Okay, let me just
No, okay,
guys.
John, if I see that you are a bully and your whole personality is just wrong, I as a friend can't let you just go on with life like that.
Okay, wait.
That is why I'm saying it's a choice to listen to me or not.
Again, let me give you a quick scenario of people I seen in my life. I grew up in Swako, in Montesa. That's like Katutura from Windhoek. Okay, so it's just Katutura, but then like from like we didn't go to high school. It was like private school like Katutura. So what happens there was like a lot of friends, especially the ones the dancers. Most of them became those boys that were
gangsters.
Gangsters. They smoke, they do this. But then trust me, those niggas, those people are beautiful girls, bro. Like beautiful girls, cute girls.
What's your
But
point?
then they become abusive to them. So I feel like what led these people to become gangsters, to become smoking drugs and whatnot. Things that happened in their background, what happened back then
in their upbringing.
So I feel like although where you grew up at a place where things are normal.
But in life we still have options, guys.
You never know until you are in
We
that
have
situation.
options.
So guys, we spoke of a lot of things so far and we are behind time. This is really interesting. So I think we should leave this for some time.
Yeah, I feel like.
And then now I think we should focus on the results. So if you are being abused, how do these victims turn out to be? Do they change physically? Do they change emotionally, mentally?
You know what I'm thinking right now?
What happens? What are the results of GBV?
Can I interfere a little bit? I feel like this is a very, very
Sensitive.
not really sensitive, but then it's a great topic that we covered.
And it's
I feel
broad.
like next time we should bring in someone. Like I feel like we left out a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think we should bring in someone, an expert, or just someone and all
Someone
that.
Or an expert
study.
for gender, they might know a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should also include the things that our parents do not, that failed to teach us at home. Yeah, I feel like this might be some
The
of the
right
process.
people get the right information.
So guys, if you are caught up in any situation like this, walk out. That's the first option. And just sensitize on things like small things. If a guy or girl raises their hands on you, just know tomorrow it's going to be a hit.
And yeah, those that laugh at one another, like you never know tomorrow it might be you. And my only message to to the
And I'm telling the victims or just everyone?
like everyone, the public, especially young women, like if
Can you
are
stop focusing on young women because you are trying to do away with women being the only target? Just say young people, male or female.
No, my message was for the girls now.
Why not for the boys too?
Yeah, sure.
Because the boys, it's majority of the cases happen to ladies. So my message out there to the young people, young women is, if you are caught up in a very, very toxic relationship, please leave immediately. Like, you can also DM me, I can give you some advice and whatnot. Like, you can even give out my number. Like, you say,
No. Maybe next time.
Okay.
Are you in a relationship? Quick question.
Ish, that's a very, very big
Okay, that's why you don't have to give your number because we
No.
So basically, guys, walk out. Stay away from relationships that are toxic or anyhow. And what else have I left out?
I feel like, those that to the victims now, since we're just focusing on everyone, with the victims, if you realize that you are a victim of GBV, the first thing that you should do, you must try to speak up. It's not okay.
But then
that person is not supposed.
Especially your gender, you can't trust it. Not only your gender, but then, I feel like be specific, speak out to the right people.
Yeah.
Because you can't be
I'm yet to get to
experiencing.
that part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you
So the
tell
first
your
thing,
friend that
you must speak out. You must speak up or speak out. You must just go to anybody that you trust. Could be your teacher if you are a learner, or maybe your lecturer, or maybe your representative. You must just try your level best to speak out. Then they will take it to the relevant authority so that you get help.
Yeah.
Keeping quiet is not an option. You might end up committing suicide or doing something that you weren't supposed to do because of a person that is not even God. So please speak up.
And get in relationships for the right reasons.
And then
What's the right reason?
And then all of us out there, you must try to recognize these people. You know your friend. If you see a change in behavior, try to get them to open up.
And
We are
also-
trying to curb this GBV.
And
And
also-
remember, prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
So if you see that this person is giving signs of violation, or maybe this person just abused you once, Don't let it go to the second choice or second chance.
And let's
Say
normalize
it out.
the
The
thing
earlier
of
the better.
avoiding such. I saw these traditional practices whereby a woman will be, will be beaten up and then go to the mother and tell the mom, like, "Mom, Auntie Demba, I'm being abused on the other side." But then the mom says,
Please give them
no,
attention.
no, the mom, you know what Bamboo mom say? Should you get it's a normal thing. How is it normal? Guys,
Please,
let's avoid such things.
Take care of your beautiful babies, whether it's your son being beaten by the wife. And men, please speak up. This thing it's now normal. It's
And
not
remember,
something
we
to
all
be
have
ashamed
choices.
of.
So yeah, I feel like from our side, that was all we had today to share with Please, let's subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's make it.
You must like. Make sure, make it your
Comment.
daily routine, please. We need you guys to put this to the another level.
And since this is a sensitive topic, we'll get someone to sensitize us on the topic. Sharp, guys.
See you in the next
Yeah,
episode.
start saying. Period.